Hi, folks. So, I got called a white nationalist on Twitter. I woke up to the notification this morning, and I thought it was really odd. Now, I've been called a white nationalist before, and I've been called the opposite by the right. I've been called a bleeding heart liberal, an SJW. Pretty much, I get called the worst that both sides can offer because I'm not really picking a side. I'm simply picking what's right and what's correct. I prefer to go the common sense route rather than follow an ideology, which in this day and age, both parties are equally ideologues. So let's unpack this. The reason I was called a white nationalist is because I retweeted a status by Ann Coulter, in which she said, if I dress as an Indian for Halloween, it's cultural appropriation. So why isn't it cultural appropriation to pretend to be an Indian to get a job at Harvard? That's a good question. For those of you who don't know, Elizabeth Warren claimed her Native American status in order to get preferential treatment when it came to getting a job at Harvard. She literally profited off of the backs of a people that she does not represent, nor do they represent her. Now, she may be 1/32nd Indian, I think the number was. Whatever. I know that I have some Native American in my ancestry as well, but I'm not going to whore that out in order to get a job. So, that already gets me. Being disingenuous, especially in order to profit, really sticks in my craw. I do not like people who are disingenuous anyways, and to be disingenuous in order to profit is even worse, or to push an ideology. Now, that said, the reason I was called a white nationalist was because I retweeted Ann Coulter. That status, said by anyone else, would have probably been taken well. Unless it was Donald Trump himself, then the internet would have imploded. But if Bernie Sanders had said that, people would have been, oh, Bernie Sanders, you are so full of wisdom. I can't believe how smart you are, Bernie. Feel the burn. Hashtag feel the burn. But it was Ann Coulter, somebody who a lot of people on the left had already judged as a white supremacist, as a white nationalist, as a racist. Me, again, I'm a centrist. I go for common sense. I don't follow an ideology, and honestly, I don't think she is a white nationalist. I don't think she's a racist. I think she simply says things that are true, no matter which side she's going to piss off. So, that said, these people who think you're a white nationalist just for retweeting somebody else that they don't like, I fear that these are the type of people that if their house was on fire, but it was Donald Trump telling them, you got to get out of there, it's on fire, they would stay in there just to spite him, just because they didn't want to believe that something Trump said was true. People, put down your ideologies. Let it go for a second. The person who called me a white nationalist, by the way, I checked him out. He's a registered nurse. He's been doing it for 20 years. He's educated. And yet he himself has still gotten stuck in this quagmire of ideologist thinking, ideologue thinking. Stop picking a side. Stop seeing the person and see the message. I retweet messages. I don't care who the person is. I've retweeted things from people I completely disagree with because they said something smart. And I will continue to do so. Anyone out there, please go to the comments section and tell me your story of being mislabeled by an ideologue. I'd sure love to hear from you guys. And of course, if you disagree with me, if you completely hate me, please tell me in the comments. I would love to chat with you and to hear your side of things. I really like my mind being opened. I really like hearing the other side of the story, especially from those who disagree with me. Like, subscribe, please share. I'm trying to get out there. I'm gonna start having like intro graphics on my videos soon. I'm learning how to do all that stuff. I'm hoping to really be an impressive specimen soon, one of these days. In the meantime, I gotta go. Bye.